to be among you, yet the calling of your hearts. Rest assured this troubadour is acting on his part. From the union of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is a love. Oh, there is a love. Well, a man shall leave his mother, and a woman shall leave her home. They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. As it was in the beginning, it is now until the end. A woman draws her life from man and gives it back again. Oh, there is love. Oh, there is love. Oh. Well, then what's to be the reason for becoming man and wife? Is it love that brings you here, or love that brings you life? For if loving is the answer, then who's the given for? They shall travel on to where the two shall be as one. Oh, there is love. Oh, there is a love. Oh, the marriage of your spirits here has caused him to remain. For whenever two or more of you are gathered in his name, there is a love. Oh, there is love.
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today. I have always wanted to say it. Thank you for this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today because Chuck and Tyne said to one another, honey, I love you so much. Why don't we get the government involved? Huh? They got nothing else to worry about right now. And consider this, out of 7 billion plus people in the world, most of them aren't here. But if you look around at the people in the room, you are the ones that mean the most. With that being said, please take the time to put any phones or cellular devices on silent. And also the bride and groom have requested to please refrain from using those during this service. Thank you very much. Now, finding that one person in the world, you have to think it's darn near impossible. But somehow Tyne and Chuck found each other. And what are those chances? If you know me at all, I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to tell you what those chances are. But it's pretty unlikely, and yet, here they stand in front of family and friends, getting ready to make not only the impossible seem possible, but inevitable. And was it destiny? Was it happenstance? Total dumb luck? Who cares? Because it's happening. It's going to happen right now and right here. And we're all so glad that you are here. Now, you do have to know we have a disclaimer. Chuck and Tyne asked that even though they recognize the seriousness of this situation and their commitment to one another, they do want this to reflect their relationship and let it be a fun ceremony. So please remember that for these next few minutes while we get these two pitched, okay? Seriously though, thank you so very much for joining us. It's a big deal to be here. Not only is this church where Tyne was baptized and grew up, but it's also where her parents got married, and their 43rd anniversary is just a few days away, so congratulations, Rayanne and RJ. Furthermore, this place is extremely sacred because of the connection Tyne has to her grandparents. Ray and Willie were founding and lifelong members of Trinity Lutheran Church. Therefore, it's a place that holds great family sentiment and love, and it's the best place to allow them to start their wedded life together. So I have no doubt that all of these people who are unable to be here today and are looking down have very big smiles on their faces and happy for you, as we all are. That being said, let's get this thing on the road, shall we? We hold marriage up as a tradition in this country, and we've debated over it a lot the last few decades. But at the end of the day, why do we do it? I made the joke earlier about getting the government involved, but is that the only reason? Of course not. It is a tradition, yes, but we change traditions all the time. And we keep the essence of those traditions even in their new forms. So nowadays, marriage is not so much what it used to be. Look back in the 50s when Ralph Cramden promised to knock his ever-loving wife Alice to the moon! By the way, Chuck, you're not allowed. Tyne, I know you too. Right. All right. So as long as we're clear on that. But getting back to the tradition of marriage, we all know that there's nothing greater in the world than finding the person with whom we feel safe, secure, and comfortable enough to let our guard down. We search for that person that's most accepting of our flaws, even the ones we try not to show until, say, maybe the 5th date or later. Right. We search for the person most encouraging of our dreams, even those crazy, impulsive ones that probably wouldn't even ever get off the ground. We search for them to help keep us grounded and to make us better. But most of all, we search for the person who loves us so unconditionally that we simply can't do anything at all but believe it. There's the rub. The crux of this whole marriage thing. Sure, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of compromise. But at the end of the day, when you're married, you've got someone to come home to. You've got someone who's promised to love you no matter how many times you leave your socks on the floor, no matter how many times you perhaps have anxiety attacks. No matter what the universe has decided to drop on your shoulders at that moment in time, you've got someone there for you. Right. You got someone to go to Vince and Joseph, or someone maybe laugh at silly inside jokes or have your own languages. And apparently this is a big thing with them, someone to go magnet fishing with. It's a good thing. We do marriage because having someone to walk through life with who always has your back is priceless. Tyne and Chuck, I can't think of two people more suited to go together through life. In the time we've gotten to know each other, you certainly made me smile, and I've seen that your marriage is going to be built on a foundation of love and trust. And looking around the room, I think we could all agree that's the best shot any of us can give it. Now, you're going to need to depend on that foundation of trust and love throughout your marriage. You'll need to be more patient than you've ever been before. You're going to experience higher highs and lower lows before, but now you're going to be in it together for good. With these things in mind, let's check off some of these legal boxes, shall we? At this time, Tyne and Chuck will declare their intentions to each other. Tyne will begin with you. Tyne, do you take Chuck to be your lawfully wedded husband, to love and comfort him for better or worse, in sickness and in health, until you're separated at the nursing home and die? And reap any and all tax benefits in the meantime for as long as you two both shall live?
I sure do.
And Chuck, do you take time to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and comfort her, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, until you're separated at the nursing home or die, and reap any and all tax benefits for as long as you both shall?
I do.
Chuck and Tyne have decided to write their own vows, so let us now serve as witnesses to these.
Rock, paper, scissors.
And Tyne, why don't we have you go first?
Break the rules. Okay, here we go. Whew, I'm gonna try to keep it together here, guys. Okie dokie. All right. If someone told me over 7 years ago that you and I would be standing here getting married, I think everyone, including myself, would have been laughing and dispelling that idea. Everyone except you. You knew from day one that we would end up right here in this moment together, and you have made it sure that it happened. While our road has not been a traditional one, you have remained steadfast in fighting for us through each challenge I gave you and every wall I put up. You paid for the sins of others and were patient while I healed. With every change of mind, heart, rules, or needs, you simply just changed your course and let me be me. In vows and all the weddings I have been to, I have heard promises of what people will do for each other, the hopes to be the best versions of themselves while moving forward with the changed relationship status. With you, I don't have to do that. I can promise you I will stay myself. I promise I will remain the sassy, anxious, loyal, stubborn, opinionated, annoyingly outgoing, painfully honest, and unfortunately controlling lady that you fell in love with. I don't need to change or strive to be anything other than who I already am. I know this because 7 years into our relationship on May 31st of this year, while we were talking in the dark before you fell asleep, you said, even with all of your idiosyncrasies, I don't know how anyone could ever leave you. And everything feels right with you. You see me as I am, and you love me unconditionally. You show me and tell me I am loved every day. You see strength through the panic attacks and beauty through the scars and rolls. I feel safe with you. I know I can grow and change, but it will be with your support and your encouragement. You're the best friend I've ever had and the best partner that anybody could ask for, and I feel so blessed that you pick me every day. And I know we will still need time we will need help from our family and friends who are here and whatnot, but I really do think that you and I can get through anything together. I promise I will always do my best, as I always have, to make you feel as wonderfully safe and unendingly loved as you make me feel. There are so many things to love about you, from flattening your mashed potatoes when you eat the fork, how you're always ready for an adventure, how you have more patriotic duty in your little pinky than I do in my whole body, how much you love breakfasts on the weekends,
how hard you push yourself to be social with my friends, and how excited you get when you can read a free paper. The conversations we have when you're asleep, and how protective you are over me, and how you never hold back any punches when I need to hear something for my own growth or benefit. I love you for being such an incredibly kind, patient, and loving man to me. I love you for making me laugh. I love you for loving my parents almost as much as I do, and for dropping everything when we need you. I love you for being a steady rock for your son, while encouraging his dreams and loving him fiercely. I love you for sharing him and your family with me. I love you because I know you'll always find me and you'll never leave me alone. I love you for sharing this wild ride of life with me. I love you so very much, and I thank you again for choosing me. I promise I'll always do everything I can to choose us every day. You are my zing. You make me feel the entire zoo, and I cannot wait to officially have you as my husband. So let's do this thing until the wheels fall off. Yeah.
I'll grab one. Well, I'm not sure how to follow that up. Those of you that know me know I'm quite a bit less outgoing. So I have maybe a paragraph here. I love you. From the moment we stumbled across each other again, you captivated me, you challenged me, you frustrated me, and improved me in ways that no one else has done before. You know me better than anyone. You've seen my eyes and my lows, and I've fallen in love with you every single day since then. I promise to be true to you, to support you, encourage you, and most certainly to frustrate you. I truly believe we balance and complement each other wonderfully, and we will continue to grow stronger every day. You are my person, my lover, and my best friend. And I want to thank you for allowing me to go on this journey with you to be your husband.
Bows, check. Now it's time for some heavy metal, and I figure since we're in a church, Black Sabbath. Maybe we'll save that for Grace. All right. Rings, right? Rings. This is a ring. This is another ring. 1 + 1 = 2, right? But these two individual rings are a grand symbol of the numbers that we're actually doing on this special day. So, as the Spice Girls say, 2 become 1. In this case, 1 + 1 is an even greater. So, I'm not great at math, but I think you understand. Hopefully you understand that. But Chuck, time to put a ring. And if you will repeat after me. Tyne.
Tyne.
I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol.
that I will love you, honor you, and respect you.
I will love you, honor you, and respect you.
Grow with you, be patient with you,
Grow with you and be patient with you.
and cherish you as my life partner.
And cherish you as my life partner.
Get in on that. I'm sweating.
Your turn.
Thank you, sir.
Chuck. I give you this ring as a symbol
I give you this ring as a symbol
that I will love you, honor you, respect you,
that I will love you, honor you, and respect you,
grow with you, be patient with you,
grow with you, and be patient with you,
and cherish you as my life partner.
and cherish you as my life partner.
After that warm and fuzzy exchange, I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that's for me to do my part. Tyne and Chuck, I wish you more good days than bad. But even on those bad days, the dark days, I want you to remember that at the very least, as I said earlier, you're in this together. And I've also said I can't imagine anyone else more suited to go through life together. I'm so very happy for you. I'm very honored that you asked me to do this for you. So I just want you to live long, happy lives together. I hope you will leave the nursing home thing on. That was for a joke. But with that, I would like to say, by the power vested in me, by the state of Michigan and the American Marriage Ministries, I now pronounce you partners in crime. Ladies and gents, it gives me great pleasure to present to you, for the very first time, Chuck and Tyne as a married couple. You may kiss each other. Formal portion of today. Just a couple of things. They ask that you stay in your seat for just a minute. They would like to get a picture of everyone here in the sanctuary. Then afterwards, Chuck and Tyne will greet you outside. You'll be able to give your congratulatory statements at that point. Then we will all be meeting over at the Krieger household, which is just out next to the park, just 2 blocks away. If you need directions, ask anyone around here. I'm sure you'll be able to get it through. We're not going to get you lost in Brown City. And on behalf of Chuck and Tyne, I'd once again like to thank you for coming out. So let's get a picture, congratulate them, and then get on to some fun, socially distanced, germ-free partying together. Thanks again.